Hi Twin Flames, welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you all here, and welcome if this is your first time watching as well. Good to have you here. Let's just get into it, guys. So basically I was shuffling some oracle cards and these three fell on the floor, and I just took it as like a major sign to take them for the reading. You know, they just came kind of flying out here. So we're going to start with these three oracle cards. So what we got first was, there was times I know I showed my weakness, but that's why I ran. So really, for the masculines, you know, I've kind of said this before, but to them, weakness is kind of, you know, opening up their heart and being quite vulnerable and speaking about their feelings and things like that. So in this group, just to add, this is general, guys, so if you'd like to look into your personal situation, all the details are in the description box. But, you know, in this group, you know, you probably found like your masculine was starting to open up to you. You know, you could have been closer than you ever have been before, talking more frequently than you ever have, that type of thing. You know, they were just starting to become quite close, and to them that's kind of like a trigger, like a my throat's starting to go yeah, major blockages in communication here. But you know, they were just starting to become close, and to them it's like a red warning, you know. It's like, oh my god, I need to get out of here, I'm starting to feel things. Some of them I just am being told to add, for some of them it's like they don't like to feel, you know, it scares them to feel things. So, you know, for some of them, that's when they will kind of like run from the connection and run to like substance abuse, addictions, to kind of numb and suppress their feelings here. So I'm just getting that for some in this group. They just try and push the feelings down. Abandonment came out, abandonment issues. So again, this is kind of, you know, could stem from their childhood, just other kind of, you know, some karmic relationships they've had, where they have felt abandoned. It's kind of like they felt like everyone in their life has left them. So they tend to do this running thing as well. Like, you know, again, if they're becoming really close with someone, it's like, well, this person's gonna abandon me. Everyone always abandons me, so I'll do it before they can. You know, it's like they try and get in there first with it, just to try and protect their heart. And we got, I've cried over you. So, you know, this group of masculines are really hurting over this, and you know, really upset. You know, my sleep was quite well, the last couple of nights actually, I don't know, I've been waking up just at random times during the night, you know, and like this morning I woke up really early, like 5 in the morning or something, and I was trying to find my phone. I don't even know like why, but it almost felt urgent. Like I just was panicking that I don't know what about, that there was something I needed to check, you know. So I feel like some of them are doing that. Let me know in the comments if some of you are doing that, if you're kind of getting this. I feel like it is mainly coming from the masculines though. It's some kind of panic and, you know, probably reaching for their phone and trying to think of what to say to you, and just feeling like they don't know what to say and they don't know what to do, and just crying over you. So let me know if any of you are going through that, because I'm picking that up. I'm also, this is so random, but I've been getting like really weird digestive problems. Let me know if anyone else is suffering from this, but just like random nausea every so often, and to the point where I think I could throw up. Like it just comes out of nowhere, and I just feel like it's a lot to do with the kind of anxiety and panic going on in the collective just now. So let me know if you're going through that as well. I'm just going to take one card, one twin flame card, I'm being guided to add to this. Yeah. Classic divine masculine. We see this a lot. Am I good enough for you? So they still are working on their self-worth issues. You know, it is a major wound, so it's going to take probably a long time for a lot of them. You know, it's not something that they can just like snap out of. Again, I've said this before, you know, it's nothing the feminines can really help with. I mean, obviously, keep your vibrations high and be encouraging to them, but it's, you know, the words kind of almost fall on deaf ears. You know, if you're saying like, oh, you are good enough for me, etc., it's just something that's got to come from within them, like internally. It's something they need to heal. It doesn't really matter how many times they hear that they are good enough. It's kind of, they need to believe it, and that's going to come from within. So, you know, a lot of them probably are you just kind of not communicating right now and just being alone, trying to work on things like this, because they just have, you know, such a major core wound here from many lifetimes. So they're still working on that in this group. It is a huge block in the collective. Let's just see, let's get some Rider-Waite, see what's happening in their lives just now. What do my divine feminines need to know today? My readings are timeless, guys. If you're new, just whenever you see the video and it feels like, you know, your story and it's resonating, that's when you're meant to see it. So even if this is like 2 years old or something, if it resonates, you know, it's your story. What do my feminines need to know? Woo. Oh. Ooh. Oh. God. This is what I was sensing, I feel. We're going to start with this card. So, someone is taking action here. Knight of Swords. I think this is what I was sensing with, like, the panic that I was saying. The Knight of Swords, you know, is one of the fastest moving knights. Probably second only to the Knight of Wands. But it's a very, like, urgent, kind of panicky feel when they take action and come in here. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe that will mean something to you in your connection. But it's, you know, it's rushing in here. It's like panic, urgency, like Mayday. Mayday was kind of the phrase I was hearing before, actually. Mayday. You know, it's just for some of them, you know, they're not quite ready, but they're worrying like their feminine is going to move on and walk away or find someone else. You know, it's this sense of like urgency wanting to rush back in here and speak. This is all, you know, swords are all about communication and the mind and things like that. You know, it's thinking of shit, like what do I actually say? Like I've got to come in here and start speaking. But, you know, swords are normally, you know, like air energy is very logical. And I don't feel like this person is very logical at the moment, though. Like I said, it's this very kind of urgent, panicky, almost like scattered thoughts is what I'm getting. So it's like they feel like they need to rush back in case they lose their feminine. But I'll go through the other cards we got. But, you know, it's a bit kind of, they could be quite unstable still, you know. It's more kind of like a panicky energy. Yeah. So, oh God, I actually don't know where to start with these because they're all kind of interlinked, but I'm going to start with these two. Well, this one. Judgment. Okay, we've got judgment, karma, you know. It's like, you know, almost like, you know, these angels are coming in with this horn to like wake divine masculine up, you know, For some of them, they've just been sleeping on this connection like too long. You know, like I said, they are going through some major self-worth issues, a kind of crisis. So it is something they need to do, but, you know, it's almost like Source is like, wake up, like trying to spur them on here, trying to get them like to get a move on, basically, to get on their horse here. You know, it's kind of like blowing away the old energies here to just like clear blockages is what I'm hearing. Just, you know, divine intervention here. But, you know, the universe is trying to wake the masculines up here, trying to help them move forward. You know, clear some karma. They could have been in this energy before. 7 of Swords, so actually more air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, this is a card of like kind of sneakiness and lies and betrayal and things. You know, just not being very honest and upfront with you. Even just with their emotions as well, just not being honest and upfront. You know, this guy's like carrying all these swords, blocking his heart chakra here with them. It's just kind of very like defensive almost. So yeah, they could have been in this energy. It's like judgments come in to kind of, you know, make them kind of heal this, work through this. You know, I feel like some of them are going through a bit of karma just now for things they have done, you know, being dishonest and things like that. So it's kind of about putting these swords down and getting out of that energy, you know. Some of them could have been like this in your connection though. I just feel like, you know, with the Judgment here, that's what they're moving out of. They're moving away from that. And also I just feel like they are really, really judging themselves right now, but too much, you know. And this is why they're constantly always wondering, am I good enough for you? They're far too self-critical. You know, we got the World. So, you know, major new beginnings here. Well, what are the fixed signs again? Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. So you might be dealing with one of those signs. You may be that yourself, but you know, it's kind of like we've got, you know, Judgment and the World. This is like major movement forward. It's major kind of resetting of the energy. This is someone who wants a new start here with you. The World can represent traveling as well. If you are at a distance from your masculine, they could be thinking about charging in here to travel to you some way, flying. You know, I feel like it's quite a distance. Yeah, just some kind of distance here, but you know, it's major new starts. Like I'm just getting like a resetting of the energy between you. Trying to kind of put the past in the past is what I feel. Let bygones be bygones, you know, that type of thing. So the last 2 cards we got were the King of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So we have lots of water energy here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You know, this person is really full of love for you. The King of Cups is very, very loving. He can, you know, the most loving king, he can kind of hold back a little bit from expressing his love, can be a little bit like reserved here. Some of you, I'm just getting, may feel like your masculines like don't love you, or maybe they've never actually said those words, but they do. And for some of you, I feel like they're going to come back in here and be saying that to you, like, I love you, because they know it needs to be said. They're feeling this urgency. 3 of Cups is about celebration as well. kind of reunions, getting together, like, you know, maybe going out on some dates with your masculine here, out for drinks, out for dinner, that type of thing. It can represent, you know, a third party situation as well. And I was kind of picking up at the start there about kind of addictions. So, you know, it's just kind of highlighting like some of your masculines, you know, might be relying on some kind of, you know, low vibrational like crux just now, like crotch just now, like yeah, there's something kind of, I don't know, it's just like something they're kind of reliant on. And I was picking up it was more substance abuse, but you know, it could be something else. But yeah, I just feel, to be honest, like, you know, they're gonna triumph from that, you know, with all this divine help they're getting here and this angelic help and things. It's like they're gonna triumph from whatever the third party is, you know, to come back together here with you and have some celebration, some good times, you know. King of Cups is all about celebrating as well. There might be, yeah, like a lot of like going out and drinking and things like that. A lot of parties and things. You know, this is what this person would like. You know, this is what I was saying earlier about the resetting of the situation. It's like they want to move away from that kind of past, like, just negative energy, like lies and not communicating well and sneakiness and things like that. It's like, you know, the world in between all this to kind of reset that energy, judgment, like clearing that out. So you can just have, like, you know, more good times and more love and more honesty coming in here. I feel. I feel like this person wants to be a lot more honest with you than they have been. And like I said, I feel like they might be saying the words like, I love you. If you've not heard that before, even if you have, it's like they just want to come in here and emphasize that again, because I just feel like it's almost like they know how much that needs to be said. What we got here, yeah. Bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Pentacles. So this is a very valuable woman here, woman of worth. You know, this is how they see their divine feminines, almost like glowing here, being very successful with their careers. Very grounded, nurturing, just very loving, you know, even with animals, you know. You might like to spend a lot of time out in nature as well. But they just see you as, you know, very, very abundant. Again, that could be linked with the am I good enough for you? I feel like some of you might earn more than your divine masculines, and that is just a bit of a trigger for them. You know, they like to feel like, what I'm getting is, you know, they like to feel like the breadwinner. And I feel like with the abandonment issues, a lot of them have been with people who were pretty much gold diggers, you know, there for the money. And when the money kind of dried up for some of them, they were abandoned by these people. So they've got it into their head that, you know, I can't be with someone who earns more than me. They'll leave me. They won't stay if I'm not good enough, if I don't earn enough. You know, it's just that kind of thing. But, you know, just know that this person loves you. They've cried over you. They're so devastated over this. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of cause to celebrate here. So guys, I hope this helped for you today. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.